Hey guys, Mike from Rare Achievements here with Baldur's Gate 3's character creation system. We're going to take a look at the different origins, races, appearances, classes, skills, abilities, all of it. I want to give you guys a good look at what's out there. So of course in the options you have the ability to name your character whatever you'd like, standard. These are not available in early access yet, which is why I'm giving you a look, because right now you can buy the game, but some of the stuff is not available yet. You know, there's going to be more classes, there's going to be more, I don't know about races, but there's definitely going to be a lot more added to the game eventually. But you want to know what's available now. So, let's take a look. So your backgrounds, you have Acolyte with Insight, Religion, Charlatan, Deception and Sleight of Hand, Criminal, Deception and Stealth, Entertainer for Acrobatics and Performance, Folk Hero for Animal Handling and Survival, a Guild Artisan for Insight and Persuasion, a Noble for History and Persuasion, a Hermit for Medicine and Religion, an Outlander for Athletics and Survival, a Sage for Arcana and History, a Sailor, Athletics and Perception, a Soldier, Athletics and Intimidation, an Urchin, Sleight of Hand and Stealth. So those are your backgrounds that are available. And what we want to take a look at now is the different races and give you an idea. I mean, the game plays off of the Dungeons & Dragons rule set 5. So, if you know those, you'll know what these do already. If you don't, this will give you a bit of an idea of what it's like. So, the Minor Illusion cantrip. Create an illusory image that distracts nearby creatures, compelling them to investigate. Pretty standard for a high elf. Then you've got wood elves as well. So for the high elf, you've got keen senses, fey ancestry, dexterity +2, longsword, short sword, longbow, and short bow proficiencies, and dark vision. And then you have a base speed increase and intelligence +1. And as you can see, change to the other, it's mostly the same, but the sub-race traits, Fleet of Foot, Mask of the Wild, and Wisdom for the Wood Elves. Nothing too crazy going on there. The Tiefling, so this is the Asmodeus Tiefling. You can read there if you'd like. You've got Hellish Resistance, Dark Vision, Base Racial Speed, Intelligence, and Charisma. Then you have the Mephistopheles Tiefling. Hellish Resistance, Dark Vision, of course. Racial Speed, Intelligence, Charisma. The Drow. The Loth-sworn Drow gets a Illumination cantrip. Spell. I mean, it's a spell. And you've got Base Racial Speed, Fey Ancestry, Dexterity and Charisma boosts, Rapier, Short Sword, Hand Crossbow, and Superior Dark Vision. I went with a Drow on my first playthrough. If you watched the last video, you will have seen that. This is actually what I went with, was a Loth-sworn Drow. The other option for a Drow is a Sildarine Drow. Base Racial Speed, Fey Ancestry, Dexterity, Charisma, all that's all the same. It doesn't really change anything. If you read into their lore, it's a little bit about two, like, warring species, or, well, no, two, groups of the Drow that are at odds. A human, as basic as it gets, right? Speed, Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, and Wisdom, all +1. Pretty simple. The Githyanki, you've got Racial Speed, Intelligence, Strength, Light Armor, Medium Armor, Short Sword, Long Sword, and Great Sword proficiencies. Dwarves. Wait, was there other kinds of... Yeah, Githyanki was only one. Dwarves, you've got Gold Dwarf, which has Standard, Dwarven Resilience, Constitution, Battle Axe, Hand Axe, Light Hammer, Warhammer Proficiency, and Dark Vision. And then you've got the sub-race traits for Gold Dwarf, being Dwarven Toughness, Base Speed, and Wisdom +1. Your Shield Dwarf changes same for Speed, Strength +2, Light Armor, and Medium Armor Proficiency get added. Half-Elves, which I believe just refers to like half-human, half-elf. Race ability improvements. You can customize this a little bit, which is the only one I've seen this pop up for. The high half-elf. Well, I guess it's all hell at half-elves. But you've got base racial speed, and then you can mess around with these a little bit to get your improvements. You can get a +2 total. You know, take your pick. Or, of course, if you wanted to go, it won't let you do 2 and 1. You can choose +1 and 2 different things. So Fey Ancestry, Charisma +2, and Dark Vision. And then, of course, just base racial speed. And then your half Wood Elf has the same, but they have Mask of the Wild. And then you've got Halflings. Lucky, Dexterity +2, Naturally Stealthy, base racial speed and Charisma +1 for the Lightfoots. And for the Strongheart, Strongheart Resilience, base racial speed, and Constitution +1. Let's move on to the appearance options. We can also give you a look quickly at the males of each one. I didn't do that. That's just their base suggestion. I'm not going to go through all of the differences. But you can see we've got male dwarves as well as females. The human male. I'm surprised you guys needed to see that. Alright, pretty standard stuff there, right? Moving on to appearance. Depending on which race you've chosen, you're going to get different appearance options. For example, Drow, if I go to appearance, I've only got 3 different colors of red as option for eyes. Whereas if I go to a dwarf, and then I go to appearance, they have a bunch of eye colors, and then they have facial hair, which they might be the only race other than human that has it. You can see lots of beard options in there so far. I'm sure, or I hope at least, I don't know for sure, but I would think eventually some more options may make their way in at some point. What I don't know is if Shield Dwarf options are different. Looks like no. So for Dwarf, it's just standard. And I'm exploring it a little bit as we go here. I don't want you to think that I know all this stuff already. I mean, the game's only been around for a very short time. But each one kind of has like their unique options that, it looks like you can do it with halflings as well. You can get facial hair. Very cool. Very cool. I don't believe there's any unique options for the halflings. Let's take a look at the Githyanki and see what kind of any unique options. No, they can actually have facial hair too. Interesting. I think it's just the elves then that can't. Very cool. The tieflings, I know they have their horn options, so you can change your types of horns. Very, very cool to have that option have so many. Like, they put just as much time and effort into giving you options for the different types of horns you might want as they did for, like, hairstyles, which is a really good thing. So, let's take a look at Elf and listen to the voices.
Something just woke up down here.
So what I will tell you is there's only a certain set number of voices at this point. I don't believe the different races have different voices.
Stones less worn here. Recently uncovered.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
A tiny
So you'll
slot,
see
but no room.
kind of comes around the same way. But if I change over, say a dwarf should have significantly different voice option, you would think.
The stone's less worn here.
It's not.
Recently uncovered.
It's the same. So while a lot of the appearance options are really great, that one leaves a little bit to be desired. However, you've got your breadth of skin colors, hairstyles, facial hair, tons of options there, as you can imagine. Your classes that are currently available. This is where I know a lot of you are probably most interested. Currently, there's only 6. There's more coming, as far as I understand. But currently, you've got a cleric, a fighter, a ranger, a rogue, a warlock, and a wizard. So you'll see clerics, representative of the gods, obviously. They're holy and all that. And then you can see the different options in terms of, I think it'll change very subtly things about you if you change these. But if you change to a fighter, you get a whole different set of starting armor and such. And, of course, a different weapon and all that. In a ranger, you've actually got a nice good bit of options there, which I like. That's why I chose ranger for myself. More customization is always better. You've got a rogue, which you've got your features there told to you. Your warlock. So if we go to customize your cantrips, you can choose 2 from those that are available. Same with spells. You can choose 2 to start with. So, very cool. And then, of course, you've got your subclasses, the Great Old One and the Fiend that go along with that. And then you've got the Wizard that gets 3 slots for prepared spells, and cantrips. And then it gets Arcane Recovery. So, all around, very cool to check out. As we go, I'll kind of remake the character that I made. I'm not planning to use this character that I'm creating now as a future one, because I just started with my other character. But I believe I went head 5. I think I went with head 5. And then we did the middle eye color. Hair, we did that one. Hair color, we went light blue. And then skin color, we were in this zone. Origin, I chose Guild Artisan. I was going for Persuasion. I like me some Persuasion. I was a Loathsworn Drow. Class, I was a Ranger. And we did... I think I did Bounty Hunter? Yes. And we did Urban Tracker. So I'll just give you a look at how I built my own first character here. And then you'll have an idea. So you can see you have a short sword and a bow. Of course, that makes sense. Skills, I did athletics instead of survival. Was my personal swap there. The perception and stealth I like. That's kind of what I was building towards. And then you can see what you've got there. And then abilities. So you've got 27 points to allocate here. I took mine out of strength because I wasn't going to use strength weapons. I was just going to use dex weapons. And then we put some stock into charisma. So you can see it'll only let you have 1 at 14. And that's where I put it, was into charisma. So the places I was weak were strength and intelligence when I created my character. So I'm going to be creating some more Baldur's Gate 3 content for you guys. I'm going to put some gameplay out there, let you guys see what that's all about. we'll get some more cutscene stuff out there if you guys like that. I just wanted to get you a look at it because it's gorgeous. It looks great. And once I get through at least a playthrough or two, I will get a review out there. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't actually know how long the game is yet. I'm assuming it's got some length to it, though. So, for now, that's going to be all that I have to show you. I hope you enjoyed taking a quick look at the character creation options for the early access of Baldur's Gate 3. When we get more options, I'll keep you guys updated about that when they arrive. But until then, thank you for watching. Give the channel a like and subscribe, please. It really helps me out. I'm trying to build here. Join the Discord. Check out the Twitch stream. Follow me on Twitter. All that stuff. There's links everywhere, man. Go for it. And I will see you in the next video.